Hello, everyone. This is Amazing Scale Modelers Across the Pond Hangout. I'm your host, Scratch and Jack, and Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus community, Facebook community of scale modelers, reaching across all scale modeling genres and mediums, and to encourage friendships from around the world, and to watch old gray men play with toys. Today, we hope you'll find it to be an important source of information about the hobby, hear about something new, and see firsthand the skill modeling experience. Joining me today are the usual suspects to help me kill time in doing these things. And if you want to join us, the live chat is open. If you're watching on YouTube Live, introduce yourself, ask a question, comments are all are welcome today. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, comment, and make suggestions. And today, I have my usual suspects. We're going to talk, and let's start with Heath, because we got to always start with Heath, I guess. Hi, Heath.
Hey, how are you guys? How are you all?
Come on, you were like riding really high on your caffeine earlier. What's going on? Come on. Pump it up a little bit, mister.
I'll take another sip of this. Down.
Okay. Heath, are you there?
Where do I begin? Okay. Well, for those people who have been following, have completed my general leave. That was one heck of a flaming build, I'll tell you that. The chassis and everything like that was fine. The body and everything else, well, here she is. There's the general. But as you can see, there's the
So you're saying it was tough, generally speaking.
I'm not complaining about that. I have been getting those jokes all this build. I have been getting all build about that. So I'm not going to determine, I'm not going to identify that with an answer. But no, all done. Decaled, clear coated, everything. Done and done. So if you have a look at the front, you can see what the issue is, can't you? Look at that right fender. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh yeah. That kit is one of the. It's been a bane of many modelers' existences, and I'll tell you.
I can't even glue the body on. It's just so. But what I've done is I didn't glue the bonnet on, so I could show the pretty engine. The thing was 9 times out of 10. From building the engine to the chassis to the interior, absolute breeze. Absolute breeze. Painting the body, decaling the body, doing the clear coat, absolute dream. Trying to get the body on, ugh. Trying to get it straight. But I do thank everyone who has commented on this build. My first ever general lead, and I actually outdid myself. I actually outdone myself. Actually, I'll tell you a little secret. The 01 on the right side, when I put that in water, 1/2 of the 0 came off.
Oh dear!
Actually, came off. But along comes Microset and Microsol, and voila! You can't even tell that it's been broken.
Yep.
Can't even tell it's been broken.
Wonderful patch job there.
Hello. Tom Gilchrist. Tom Gilchrist is ringing me.
I don't know why he's ringing you.
Ringing me too.
Yeah. He's not calling.
Yeah, he's ringing everybody.
You guys
Well, I
are
think there was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, there's room. There's 2 more spots if you want to join us.
But yeah,
I'm trying to
that's
get over to the live chat, and I thought I had my computer geeked. And well, anyway, go ahead.
And thank you, Jack, for the lovely comments. I do actually all the comments I've had during this build have been worthwhile, and I appreciate everybody's comments. This has been a really great build. I mean, John Petrie said it best. If you can find a kit that you love to build and you build it to the best of your ability, can't go wrong.
Uh-huh.
So that's now that I've done this, I'll be able to do my holy trinity of TV cars photo shoot. So I'll be able to do that. Now, next up, and yes, for people wondering, it does have the flag.
Yes. Oh, my eyes are burning out of my sockets.
I'm offended by that.
Well, Yang am too.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm not offended. It just reminds me of whose ass we whooped.
Well, you know what? For people who
You got a point
flag,
there.
I've got one thing to say to you. Go suck a lemon.
You're out of country. Nobody's gonna bother you.
Come back and tell your story, Walter.
That's just a
It was on the
target.
car, on the TV show, stiff shit. Whoop. There might be children watching. Anyhow, been a busy man again. I've been a busy modeling buying man again. So since I've finished the General Lee, been a busy man again. I've been in the spirit of what's coming around the corner. There it is. That's next.
Ooh.
That is next.
144?
Yeah, this is the 144th.
That's-
As much as I'd like it to be, as much as I'd like to have the perfect grade, this will have to do.
Yeah.
That will not disappoint. Teach that is a beautiful kit.
Well, I'm actually thinking of believe it or not. Okay, everybody sitting down there. Everybody take a deep breath. I'm actually going to try and light this sucker. Seriously. I am being very deadly serious. I'm actually thinking of lighting this sucker.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ah,
Don't think you.
Yeah, go for it.
Now, the next thing, after the Millennium Falcon's finished, I'm building, of course, I only take one break from car modeling once a month. That's my once a month. Back to basics. Back to basics next build after that.
oh, yes.
This is a Revell of Germany. Ferrari 458 Italia. I have been after this kit for a long time. So, this is one of my car grail kits. So, now I got it.
It's nice to
So,
show you all the pieces on the box.
This, the Falcon. Then after that, it'll be the Italia. And then in between that build, those builds, I'll be doing my holy trinity of TV show cars with the General Lee included. By the way, next week there will be a build video out for the General Lee. In all the stages that people have seen, there will be a video out. That'll be probably coming out either Monday or Wednesday of next week. So keep an eye out for that. So there'll be a General Lee model build log then. So, and then after that, it will be same again with the Falcon, same again with the 458 Ferrari. All the videos I'm doing now, you won't see this ugly mug. It'll just be build shots. Because they've actually, believe it or not, they've been the most popular on my channel. Just seeing how the progress builds go. So, yeah, that's me. That is me done for now. I suppose the next cab off the ranks, Bob. I suppose, Jack.
Okay. Before I go over there, I want to
Don't you toe check?
go. Okay. Let's see. Busily trying to be control person too, and in this palatial studio that I call my palatial studio.
I have a glacial studio.
It's a palatial studio.
You think it's cold?
I got some. What do you call it? I was a little late doing this, but I did it this morning, and this is a work in progress of Mike Morgan's World War II. I think MR1,
ME 410.
ME 410. Okay, thank you. I think it's a smaller scale, 72 scale.
Yes.
Yeah.
72 scale matchbox.
Take a look at these pictures. He's hand painted this. He's actually done a very cool job. And he is community cover. This is community cover for the Google Plus community this time around. And thanks, Mike, for you know what? He's probably the slower modeler than you are there, Randall. I think.
That's impossible.
But he certainly had put out an amazing build right there. So that's community cover for the Google Plus community. All right, Bob, how you doing there, mister?
Good morning. It's still dark outside.
Yeah. In Illinois or Missouri, it still is. Yes, don't worry. Next time, in a couple of weeks, it'll be light. At this time, daylight savings time this weekend.
So, we got a couple things done. Number one, one blue 67 GTO.
Oh, yes.
Build, awareness group build. And his younger brother, 167 each stock. And I'll just share here.
Yeah, please.
Ooh.
Oh, gee.
That's perfect.
Right on.
That's nothing to sleep with.
Well, Lou, doesn't that inspire you to build a car?
No. There are too many people doing it so well already. It scares me.
I painted that with the Diplo color rattle cans.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
That's
gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
The late great Pontiac, beautiful cars. I love them.
And how do we get here?
Oh, there's an interior shot too.
Oh.
The stock one has the
I'll tell you what.
There's a Hurst shifter in it.
And he painted the stitching with a rattle can too.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you what. If there's one person that I'm learning from, it's Bob, because when Bob does the cars and stuff like that, he influences me to do my cars better, to make it look really, really good. I mean, Bob's one guy that has inspired me. There's another. Who's the other guy? There's two guys. One's Bob. I think. Who's the other one?
Well, you're thinking here's the white one.
It could be a while.
Underbelly shot.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and Right On Replicas. That's the other guy who influences me. So Bob and Right On Replicas are the guys who influence me with my cars and stuff like that.
And these two kits are one's an AMT and one's an MPC, but they share about 90% of the same parts and tooling.
No kidding.
Mm.
Plus, some parts
I
got
love
spots
that
on
white.
it
That
between the two.
listen white block.
This
Is
one
that
is
a
done in
pearl over the
the
white?
white diamond pearl.
I was gonna say it looks like a pearl over the white. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
white diamond pearl. It's
That's a
another different color rattle can.
pearl.
yeah, yeah.
My God, what's the
Another,
color?
rattle can.
What's the color behind that one? Is that the silver?
Yeah.
Or the
That's the
purple?
blue.
That's blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks
This
What
right
you were
here.
just looking at.
purple to me. That looks
And
like a
then
light
the-
purple.
This is the interior on the
Oh, you're right. They do look a
hot
lot.
rod.
They do have a lot of similar parts.
Mm.
And this one's got the 4-speed and the 4-spoke.
You even
Oh,
got
that was
the
amazing.
floor in the back seat in that picture lit, so you get some dimensionality to it, like it's a real car. Go back
Yeah.
one, Frank.
It's even got the wood grain painted on the.
That's 8-track.
Of course, it's an
Eight-track
8-track. Let me guess.
Exactly.
Best of ZZ Top, right?
Yeah, you see right there. He's got light on the floor. How'd you do that?
I've got light coming in from the other side. I got 2 overhead lights,
Reflective.
Mhm.
which is for bounced light off the.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That's amazing. God damn it, that's amazing. Bob, you've outdone yourself again.
There's the 2 of them together,
Ah, they're pretty together.
Oh, look at that.
and you can see the difference in the ride height I did with a.
Nice.
And by far, that's my favorite picture.
I was gonna say, except for that vandalism in the back, it's
Damn graffiti artists.
yeah.
I don't know. Where did I get
I've
it
got
from?
good taste. Oh, yes. Ah, yes.
The ride height.
Yeah.
Let me guess. The white one is the MPC.
No, the blue one is MPC.
Really?
The white one is AMT.
Just some of the details on the white one look a little softer. It made me think it was MPC.
Oddly enough, the MPC one it has the better looking tooling because it looks like it's newer,
Ah,
but the fit is a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
The older AMT kit fit better.
which one is mine? The one I'm working on. Mine's the hell is it?
And,
Oh, mine's AMT too. I'm working on a convertible, 65 convertible.
so there's those.
That looks. Those GTOs look like a Kingswood. From over
What
here.
what model year is that car?
67, right?
That was a,
Seven.
that's a 67.
I could tell that from the clever license
That's
plate.
the model I
The license plate that's
In
60.
69 is when they got more streamlined. They got more curvy.
It's the
Uh-huh.
judge.
That's when the judge came out. And I started a new project this week.
Ah,
It's a little project.
Oh, I know what this one is. I saw the video.
It's a big lawn dart.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is a B58 Hustler.
It's a mosquito. Kill it.
nice.
The B58.
No, that's a B58 Hustler.
Mm-hmm. That's some size.
148 scale.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And yep, I was about to say that's a big line.
First generation.
Oh, look, it's food.
First generation Star Destroyer.
At that time, they flew backwards.
Yeah.
I've been this in my stash for years. I finally
That's sack,
broke down
that's a
and started
stack
building.
bomber.
Shut up. Let the guy talk.
I've had it in my stash for years, and I finally decided to break down. And I've been building too many cars, so I go big when I went back to playing.
Uh-huh.
So we're working on that. The Daedalus, I just got to do the paddle line wash, and then he'll
Ooh.
be done.
That's so pretty.
Very nice.
And put the decals
Very
on
nice.
it. I got my Bussard collectors painted the other day, and then the bridge is all done.
What's that? A resin kit? Garage kit?
Yeah, resin kit from UGG Models,
Nice.
1000. And then yesterday at work, I was wandering around the store. We're bored. And I was over in the hardware department. And they have these things they call super sliders for heavy and bulk objects.
Yeah, the furniture movers.
This is what one looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plastic on top and foam on the
Perfect
bottom.
bases.
And exactly.
Fit the car?
Without dropping it.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
Plastic, so you could conceivably paint that whatever color you wanted.
No fuss, no muss. Done.
Yeah.
It's got the foam,
I like the showroom.
backside. so it's not going to ruin your furniture. But yeah, it's just exactly the right size. I try to do this without dropping it. For a small model kit to sit on. Nice little. Especially if you do like next week, I'll be at the IPMS show. Just a nice finishing touch for your model at a show to have it on some sort of a base. It helps it stand out from everybody else is on the
Right.
on the
Oh
table.
yeah.
So
Oh yeah. That'll do it. That will do it. Yeah.
$7.
Oh, 4 of them are $7.
Yeah, it was like $7.40, something like that.
Oh, that's
4
not
of them.
bad.
They got
That's
different
not bad.
sizes too.
Yeah.
These were the big ones.
Yeah.
And so they got the plastic top and then a nice foam back on the back, so it's not gonna injure your furniture.
Well, especially if you have glass shelves.
I was over there in that area anyway because I had to have some new Bondo.
Yay.
I know this might be
All
Bondo.
hail the Bondo.
And that's what I got. This B58 will take me to the end of through the end of the year probably.
Uh-huh.
With the happy holiday season coming, we got all our Christmas stuff out yesterday.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
That's all right.
Dinner is still talking to me. Is that it?
That's it.
Very cool. Thanks for the tip and the furniture mover being a base for cars and the like, and for anything really.
Daedalus, actually.
What's that?
I'm probably going to use one for the Daedalus.
Uh-huh.
And then I got the
That'll make sense.
badge that goes here. Put the badge on.
Yeah.
Drill a hole in it and
Cool.
something like that.
Oh, sure. Well, for you sci-fi guys, this has been an interesting season for television anyway. There seems to be an internet, not war, but how should I say?
Mutiny?
Pissing contest, I think would be a better way to say that. Believe it or not, on the sci-fi. What is better and what is not so much better? We had an announcement on the Google Plus page. Fantastic Plastic has announced a USS Orville. I swear this thing looks like a squid to me.
Yeah. It actually looks
I can't imagine what that thing's going to cost.
Yeah, well, 14 scale, that would not make it very large, I don't think.
It's supposed to be like 9.5 inches long.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty manageable. But the pissing contest I'm referring to is the Orville. Was Seth MacFarlane's show compared to the new imitation Star Trek show. I think you already know where my biases are. I say it that way.
That's fair, Jack. You know what it is.
But I thought this was an interesting announcement that someone made, and it just kind of like tickled me to no end. So we're going to move over to one of our other moderators, and it's very foggy in Jersey.
No, I'm under witness protection.
He's got the Joan Collins Vaseline filter on.
It's because I'm so offensive all the time. They just constantly blur me out.
Yeah.
It's funny because as we've been talking, I've been working on the lens. It's just getting worse and worse. Pretty soon I'm going to erase myself.
Have you seen this man?
No one has seen this man.
It's better that way.
Yeah.
Like watching
so what's going on, mister?
Actually, I've been getting a lot of stuff doing a lot of stuff. Some of you may know I scorched earth my YouTube channel a couple months ago. Just took everything down, and I'm reorganizing, redoing my videos, and I'm putting them up. And then I'm trying to get finished those projects that I started many times and never finished. So I've been working on those. So it's a lot of Shelf Queen stuff that I've been working on. It's really about it. I finished my Batwoman for the Batman group build. I posted pictures of that. And I'm working on my.
I'm going to share those. Are you able to screen share those?
I don't have
pictures?
any actually with me at the moment. So if you have them, that's cool.
All right. Well, I'm just going to rip them off the community, but there is something I want to show before. This is something you posted, and you have a habit of doing this, and I like it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You post pictures of model builds that you don't know who the builds are for, and this is the one that you just recently come up with.
That's
wow.
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
If you look just forward of the tower, you could see another incoming torpedo.
Yeah.
That's pretty wicked. It really is.
Wow.
Cool.
That's excellent work,
torpedo.
man.
That looks like it's right here.
No, up. Go up.
Up on the deck.
Oh, right
There
here.
you go, right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
It's even got the trail coming in from the cavitation trail.
I don't know how you would even start to think to do that.
I don't know. The water is the impressive piece. I mean, I get the cotton and the fiber in there to light it up, but the water piece is.
It's a gel.
It has to be. Yeah.
It's a gelatin. It's a gel stuff that you can get.
You can just see the plume of the explosion break just about to break.
Yeah, just about breaking the water. That to me is the neatest part.
Yep. You can see the buckling in the hull. It's just cool.
Now I'm gonna be the person. I'm gonna be that guy. But what I wish I could see would be more surrounding water around it, like it's too tight inside the fishbowl.
I did find some other pictures of it. There's a whole slideshow. I didn't put them up here, but it is. Yeah, it's only the case is as long as it is, like I don't know, 12 inches maybe, 14 inches, but it's only about 5 inches wide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it needs at least probably an 18-inch or a 20-inch.
Yeah, like if you could pull the camera back just a little bit on that, just have it a little bit smaller inside the bowl. But that's a minor. I could never even begin to think how to do that.
But I'm guessing it's just basically for presentation. I mean, to mount it, that's still, you're able to put that on your desk if you want.
Yeah, that's not going to fit on a shelf because that's going to be heavy as all get out.
Fireplace mantle, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
That's just awesome.
Now, forgive my stupidity, but that's lit, correct? That's not all painting effects.
I think that's lit.
That's lit. Yeah.
How do you get in to change batteries and turn it on and off?
We've probably got the wires running either underneath the case or coming out the backside.
Yeah, down and out. But then you're breaking the shell of the gel, aren't you?
Yeah, but it was probably sealed before the gel was in. Who knows?
Yeah.
Mm.
So he probably suspended it in the gel. Like what you would do is you would build the smoke up, which you build out of like cotton and stuff like that,
that's what it looks
and the lighting, and then run the wires out the side, suspend the ship in the tank, then start applying the gel. And once it got to the gel up to the point where it was holding the ship, then you pull your cables that are holding the ship off, and then fill it up.
Do that without there being a line? Does the gel?
The gel will mix.
Yeah, but how about the cavitation from the torpedo coming? Everything else around it's smooth except for that piece. It's really wild.
You build up, and what I've seen them done is you can get that water effect by cavitating the gel. So then when they get up to the torpedo, it gets in there like with a toothpick and works that gel up to get the frothing.
Yeah, I just don't see how the gel, how the different layers of gel don't show the layer work, you know?
Yeah. Or it doesn't compress the cotton.
Yeah. How do you keep the cotton bulb and all that?
Because it definitely looks like cotton that you see people do with armor builds when they do.
Oh yeah, for the fire. Yeah, for the explosion. Yeah, that's done with the cotton, for sure. I don't know.
You know what? This is one of those things that just makes you go, and you can look at it over and over again, and be amazed on how they do this, how they do that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a torpedo. You know, it's just always something.
The longer you look at it, till you keep finding new things.
Yeah.
Different things that you hadn't noticed before.
There's so much going on in there. Yeah.
Yeah, because at some point the cotton ball is going to get saturated. And how do you keep it from compressing?
No.
That's a head scratcher, all right. My hat's off to him.
Oh, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm done. I'm gonna hang up.
All right. Well, let's see what else you got here, Mister. You said you were posting the Catwoman, right?
Batwoman.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can find that. I'd like to make mention that our live chat is open, and sorry Dave couldn't really join us. He's having continued technical issues. Ken Zimmerman has shown up. Barry Styrene, thank you. Good morning. Good to see you all here, chatting away. And let's see. So where are you? When did you post this? This was a while ago, wasn't it?
Earlier this week.
Yeah, I found it this morning, but I didn't
several hundred pages.
Rip the page off.
Yeah, no worries.
So talks amongst yourselves. The subject. Really?
Getting at the little stuff. You're not going to see this because of the witness protection program, but this is for the Star Wars group build. This is
it's a droid.
Yeah, BT1, I think it's called. It's a Imperial torture droid. I'm building for that. The videos are coming out for that soon. That's fun.
Brought in an Ewok with a stick.
What's that?
You could have just brought in an Ewok with a stick. That would have been torture.
It's just the way. That's the best way to look at my stuff is through a haze.
Haze, yeah.
I think I'm going to start doing that for all of my builds. It looks so much better.
I've seen your stuff.
Call it a dirt pit filter. You've been dirt.
But yeah, I don't have anything impressive to show you right now.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it. I
did have a bunch of those pictures. I don't know what I did with them though.
On November 2nd, I'm scrolling down. I'm on November 2nd. This is going to take a while. Okay, let's move on. How you doing there, Jim?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. I have started with the Falcon 9 done. I have started on my next project, my Arcadia.
I see starting
Captain Harlock.
Oh, that's cool.
Graduated to plastic.
Yeah. Just think of it as really thick paper.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be lighting this kit up, so I've got windows to cut. I've got windows to cut and everything else out of it yet. When we talk about windows, then we start getting into something here. I'm gonna share.
Yes, he's putting in share.
Boink. Share. Okay. Here's some artist drawings of the ship. And the windows at the back, the on that ship's tail that's on the back of the ship, there's windows here. Those ones, the glass came for those, so they're not too hard to light up. That part.
That's all Star Blazer type stuff, right?
The same universe. This is Captain Hart. It's the same. It's all the Lindsay universe. It's all the same universe.
You got some cool stuff.
Yeah. So
bottom. That's nice. I like that. It's the upside, and that's the bottom.
Yeah.
Don't call it top. The upside.
Yeah. So I've got these lights to put in the running lights.
Okay.
As well as I'm going to add the eye lights for the skull in the front.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is interesting for the bat tail section.
That looks like
These
back
are windows. These are windows in the captain's cabin in the back. These three pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't just cut. The piece is solid.
You put some screen in there, right?
Solid. Now what I'm thinking of doing, if I cut them out, I'll lose all the detail, especially the skull. So what I'm thinking of doing is recasting this piece in clear.
Could you trim the skull off and put it on a piece of screening?
That would be real difficult. I'll show you.
Said the man who cuts tiny paper.
I didn't say it's impossible. I just said it'd be a real pain to do. Yeah, and I've got these lights, windows here to cut out. They're not a lot, but
these are all views of the same, just different interpretations of the
different interpretation of shit. This color is wrong. This is some fan-made CGI piece, but the color is wrong. But because it's actually a couple of shades of Panzer green is the actual color of the ship. So it's going to be fun rooting the LED. I'm probably going to use a couple of micro dots up and to light these into that radio antenna screen. It's about the only thing that's going to work up there. So I got a blue light at the top, marker light, and two marker lights on either side of the screen. These ones here on whatever device they are, who knows, but they light up also. So we'll see what we can do for those. Also, I want to light up the carriage lights at the back of the deck. Now they're small. Those carriage lights are printed in clear. I just have to somehow route up and get a fiber up to them or a micro dot.
Yeah, depending on how tight your turns are, you may be better off with wire than you would be with trying to get a fiber optic.
It's actually straight. It only has to come down. Like you get the two lamps here, and there's a deck. There's a deck right about this level. So I've only got about maybe less than 3/8 of an inch to carve out to run the wire up, because then it's below deck.
Right.
So I've just got that.
Trying to make a fiber optic do a 90-degree to fit it in there, then.
Yeah, I could get a fiber up there too. Yeah. That to work on, and
if you've got the if it's hollow enough inside and you've got the space, it might be better off.
Yeah,
I'll show you here. Just running fibers from it.
This is that. Let's light this up here.
Oh yeah, now I see what you're talking about.
It's almost. It's not impossible to be able to separate that, but it's going to be a real pain without trying to wreck it.
Yeah.
So I would think it'd be easier to try. I'm going to try casting it in clear.
Yeah.
This piece.
Otherwise, maybe sand the backside of it, thin it up, and do like a Raytheon lighting through it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but then you have to worry about painting on the top of it.
Yeah. The only thing is that I got to maintain. There's some filigree on the opposite side to maintain.
Just cut that part out and just cast that part of the part.
What? Cut the top part off and then.
Yeah, just cut out that strip where the windows are horizontally, and then just cast that part.
I guess you should, but there's an awful lot of filigree in there. I wouldn't want to damage it. Yeah, I'm going to try casting the whole piece first.
Yeah, well, mold the whole piece for sure, and that way you've got a record of it.
Yeah, I'll have to do a 2-part mold. I was going to get some casting rubber, but the weather's been so crappy, I haven't been able to get out. The one day that was good is the day I had to go to Toronto. So, I mean, I haven't been able to get out to the art store to get the casting rubber. So that was that. The one other piece I got to modify are the engine nozzles, because they're solid down here and they've got to be lit. But that's not too hard. I can cut the back out of that. I'll probably grind that down and maybe replace it with some
piece of
clear plastic.
Yeah. That's odd that they wouldn't think to cast some parts in clear like that.
They gave me clear windows. They gave me clear windows for the command bridge and places like that, but they didn't do anything for the engines or those rear windows, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah. Somebody wasn't thinking.
But we shall overcome.
We shall overcome. Okay.
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out everything I want to do with it before I start throwing plastic together, including how I'm going to suspend it in the shadow box. So,
you know something, you're not getting away that easy, because this is something you need to explain yourself with. You got this done, didn't you? You got the Falcon done.
My Falcon 9 is all complete. Yes, the landing pads down there.
All paper, kids. All paper.
Except for the core. The core of these legs is 2mm styrene rod.
No, you gave it away. You should have left us believe that was actually rolled paper.
Yeah, I was impressed until I heard that. Now I'm not impressed.
Hey, it's no torpedo underwater, but still.
This is the interesting thing right here. This little doodad there.
Yeah. The hinge point. Yeah.
Which is probably the size of a grain of sand.
Seriously.
Yeah, those little covers are about a 1.5 by 1.5. Yeah, they're 2 mils by about 1.5. Yeah.
Well, you know what Jim does to relax? He paints masterpieces on grains of rice.
Yeah. He crawls inside the bottle to do a ship in a bottle.
That's what he does for relaxation. All right, you got the stabilizing fins.
Yeah. It's interesting little fact. The original ones were aluminum, and the latest ones are titanium, because we're finding the aluminum ones were burning up.
Oh, well, yeah, I would say.
Yeah, there's coming down from a high enough to be considered almost like a re-entry.
Yeah. There's one video out there on the landing. You can see the pads burning. So they're now made of titanium. Some titanium alloy of some sort.
Well, Jay's on the live chat, believe it or not.
Jay who?
Says, yeah, Jay who. And he says he's finally got his camera and computer problems finished.
Good.
I'm not sure what that means. He's creating problems and he got it finished. Or he's resolving the problems and he's finished.
Well, his computer was kicking out on him. It would be on that would just randomly just quit in the middle of doing something. So,
well, yes. And Ken says he picked up from Cult TV Man the 1500 scale Yamato, and it's awesome. Yamato 2199.
Yep.
So the 500 scale one. So he's all excited about that, and it says it's an awesome kit.
It is.
Look at this. Hyper nozzles. Anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Very good show of this, Mr. Jim.
Thank you.
Very, very nice.
Still staying
very nice. So would that be all?
That is all that I have at the moment. Yes.
All right.
Hopefully, I'll have something more done by the next show. At least have the windows carved out.
Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Lou? How was it? Your Spindrift build is going along swimmingly.
It's done. It's done.
Watch Lou's video on the Spindrift. It's quite entertaining. And here she is.
It's not, it's not suspended in water or anything, but it'll do.
What's the part?
It had its challenges. Getting that hood to sit down properly on the rest of the kit was a challenge. Getting this angle here to line up has always been a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the first half, and this is the second half.
The flying sub.
Yes, the smaller monogram flying sub. Which, once you've built the big Mobius flying sub, this little monogram is like, you could probably whittle it out of wood and make it more accurate. It's a flying sub in name only. It shares some of the same features, but it's not accurate at all. But that was my week.
And this is
yeah, here you go.
This is the picture that you have of the finished Spindrift.
And I've said before, I must have done this kit 2 or 3 times as a younger dummy, and I could never get the stripes to come out right. So I'm glad that I was able to beat that monster into submission. And, a little bit of railroad landscaping makes all things good.
Yes.
Sure does.
It certainly does. And a little bit of kitty litter, too.
Well, I won't say where that came from.
Well, it's okay to say where the kitty litter came from. You just don't want to say where the stuff that's in the kitty litter came from.
Well,
that's what you want to be careful of.
We can presume that it came from a store.
Wow. When you buy kitty litter, it comes complete, huh?
Pre-filled.
No, it's all aquarium rocks.
Okay. But that's it. I mean, you got more going on. I watch his video. I mean, he posted his video on the Google Plus community, and go check it out. And right now, I want to share the what do you call it? Where is it? No, that's not it. Let's see. Here, is this it?
I don't know.
Ah, yes. This is the community cover for the Facebook community.
See?
This is Teddy May and his Batman builds. I do believe that is the Batmobile and the Batboat.
Yes.
Fancy.
Yep. And he's got it all lit up with nice blue LED. Very cool.
Nothing says stealthy crime fighter than a neon blue.
Yeah.
You fight crime your way, he'll fight crime his way.
I'm gonna light up the vehicle to light up the whole neighborhood when it's going through.
It's important that my wheels light up.
Yeah.
The bat sign.
Selfie,
I want to project. Yeah.
If I had Bruce Wayne money, I'd light my wheels too.
That'll strike fear in the hearts of criminals.
But this would be the community cover for the Facebook page.
Now, check me if I'm wrong. The motor on the Batmobile is completely lit, correct?
Okay.
That engine compartment is completely lit.
Yes.
Where is Batman sitting? He's sitting in the middle of his engine.
Yeah, but it's a bit like the tires. It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Roasting
I
to
guess
death in
he
that
doesn't have
costume
to
of
worry
his.
about turning on the heater.
I just want to not all earshot on this on the respective communities. I'd like y'all to post your Batman build like we did for the Halloween build. I turned them, made a big turnaround, gave you guys about 2 or 3 days maybe to enjoy the fact that your community covers. And this is a community build that we started this year. So I'd like to show off everybody's build as best as I can and show appreciation by making them community covers. So post a few pictures of your Batman build for right now, and throughout for the next couple of weeks, I hope to be able to switch them out between I won't put a Facebook member on the Google Plus community and vice versa. So you people over at Google Plus better get hopping and build your kits and your builds and post them so I could share. I don't have to really push the Facebook community because they post ad nauseum, which is a good thing because every
models.
Yeah, every hour you will go on 1 hour, and then the next hour it's something different all the time, which is actually quite cool. So post your pictures of your Batman build and see if you get to be picked to be community cover for a couple of days, 3 days, maybe 4, and we'll go from there. And moving forward, we just had a drop in. How you doing there, Jamie?
Oh yeah, Jack. Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm a bit late. I was busy working away. I lost track of time as you do as a modeler. You just need to keep going, and then you suddenly, oh God, got the Hangout. As you can see behind me, I've been working on the Enterprise. She's 3 parts done now. All the electrics are working apart from that backlight, which I don't know if you can see it this far away, but I've painted it white now. If you see this, is it too?
Yes.
Small? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm just working on fitting the green bit on top of here. But if you can see the hangar bay, that's done. You see this?
Mm-hmm. It's a hangar bay.
Yeah, that's all done and finished. So at the moment, I'm working on. The problem I've had with this is when you come to light up the nacelles. There's a problem with the thickness of these. Right, it doesn't matter I've tried several things now that haven't quite worked. The only the way they do work is if you do nothing to them and just glue them in, but they look naff because they're just the wrong colour. And every time you put the finest coat of silver on, they seem to come up all speckled and spotted as the light shines through it. So that don't work. But the solution I came up with was it was by chance. Those lucky coincidences you come across, and it kind of works.
Well, I was out shopping and I found, you know, those plastic folders you can buy from any place where you get like W.H. Smith's. I don't know what you have in America, but we have a thing called W.H. Smith's. They sell plastic folders. You keep papers in different colors: orange, green, pink, blue.
Yeah.
And they came across this one. It's kind of it's one of these. This is what's left of it. See? So I found this, and I thought, I just wonder if this would work because it's dark enough and frosty.
Now you look like Dirk.
So it's dark enough.
Dirk filter.
It's dark enough and frosted enough to actually not show any speckled light, and it's got a kind of a silvery tint to it, so you don't need to paint it. And I decided to cut out some strips and test them against it, and by God, is it a perfect match. You actually get, it looks good on because it darkens up against the darkness of the cell. And when the blue light hits this, you get perfect diffusion all the way along. So you get this lovely blue glow that comes through this, through the cell. So luckily, by chance, if you are having the same problem and go out to a W.H. Smith's or what do you call it in America, Jack?
Staples.
A stationery store, like a stationery store, and get yourself one of these folders because this works.
Do they have a blue color that would work, Jamie?
No, I tried the blue. It's too dense.
Okay.
The light comes through a lot darker. You don't get that opaque shine that you need.
Sure.
It comes out like a darker translucent blue, which is it doesn't look right. But with this one, it looks absolutely fine, and it comes through absolutely fine. So I'm going to go with these. I'm going to knock the kick ones on the head. If you stick these on, as they are, they're fine. They work perfect. But they're like a grey kit plastic. It looks plastic, basically. And if you try to colour this, when the light hits it at the back here, you get lots of speckled bits that come across it. And it doesn't matter how fine. It doesn't matter how fine you do your spray.
Yeah.
You can do the finest coat. I mean, I'm using an eyewash, and I'm fine. I've really turned the pressure down to have a really fine spray on it, and holding the gun about here, like it's over, so I get a hint of silver on it. But it hasn't worked. It just comes. It looks like somebody's got a paintbrush and gone all over along this piece. It looks terrible, so I'll jack that idea. But this works. So there's a little hint tip for you if you want to do them the cells and get some of this because it's perfect. If you lighten them up, if not, then just use paint it. But apart from that, I'm doing all the. It's had its final coat. It's been now coated with a clear. So it's been sanded and coated with a clear. So it's now ready for the decal. So the saucer is ultra smooth. And then what I'm going to do then is peel back all the windows and start putting the decals in. I've still got the dish front to do, and I've got to stick. The engine's not sticked in yet. I've got to go out and get some silicone because I've run out of silicone. I can't find it. So the engines are just pushing at the moment, but they're all wired and they're all working and they look pretty good, I think. And there's a lot of on the TOS Enterprise. There's a lot of finesse work to do. And because you're dealing with such a big model, it's kind of like it's not easy to manipulate it round. I mean, a lot of people there's several ways you can do this. You can put the decals on as you go along, like I've seen some people do. But I much prefer to do the alignment when the thing's together. It's a lot more work because you have to stand over the thing and then you have to sit down and you move the model around. But for me, it gives me more perspective of what it looks like on the overall view of when you've got them on. Because sometimes I've found that if you do them in the cells, yes, you can line them up bang on straight, but when you put them on the model, when the cells themselves might angle just a little bit too much there or a little bit too much there, or your fit's not quite right there, and it will alter the perspective of the decal. So therefore, you might be slightly out of line. So this is the reason why I decided to go with building the model up and then do all the decals later, because it'll just, I just think it's just my way of doing things. I just think it gives me a better perspective on how it looks. But apart from that, we're coming along fine. And I haven't had a chance to work on anything else because I've spent the whole week just fiddling. It's like the little dome at the back. That is not an easy thing to do. It's you want the light. You want the light to shine up. You use a little white light, an SMD at the back, to shine through the window at the back, which has to come out like a dull white color, because you don't want it over bright. Because if it's over bright, then it puts you off the view of the hanger bay. So you want it just dimly lit. But you also want this piece to be lit up green. Now the problem you've got is when you're using the clear colors, because you've got a red, an orange, and a yellow on top that you want to light up, that show the light through. So therefore, you want to hit this light come up as well, and shine that the greenness through, and then the dome comes up green. But the problem you've got there's a dot of like a blind spot of white that comes up through the clear. So when you're looking down through the dome on top, you have, oh, that looks really good, but what's that bloody white bit there? Because there shouldn't be any white bit. So what I've been tinkering with is angling slight bits of green clear on the actual LED itself, on the SMD. And then so what I'm trying to do is put a piece of plastic with some green on, and then angle it so it deflects the light up here green, but deflects the white through there. So that's what I'm tinkering with at the moment, because yeah, it looks great. You can see the red, you can see the yellow, you can see the orange of that little bit inside, a little bit of that with the little spikes on the inside. You can see that. But what you also see is this little white dot, and it's annoying me. So I've decided to have a crack at that, see if I can get rid of the white dot before I actually finish off and put it all together and put it on. I have worked on this piece. If I can just get it. Now the way I do this, it's here. Can you see it? Where you can see this? You see that? Mm. It's a little technique I use, because sometimes when you're doing something this small and you're trying to get the different colours to come through and not show everything else that comes through, it's quite hard. So what I tend to do when I'm painting this, I use one of these. And what I do is I put the piece on there, turn this on. I can't show you because it'll fall out, but I'll try. But as you paint it, it's not going to show up, it's too light. But when you're painting it, you can actually see the different colours go onto the piece. And you can also see where there's too much paint run, and then you can get a little tiny bit of cloth or something, or a little brush, and just tinker around with it till you got the complete different colours coming through, no build-up of paint, and it gives you that look of, well, what it's going to look like when the light hits it. So that's the reason I use one of these when I'm painting these, because it's handy and you can actually see the different colours come through. I used to do it like manually, and every time I put pieces in and put the light to it, I thought, oh damn, that's a bit dark there. Why is that a bit dark there? But then I realised maybe if I painted it with light going up through it, then I could actually see what the finished product's going to look like, even though there's wet paint going on it. And it works because you can see the reds. It's a shame I can't show you, because what happens, as you know, I've got the light on, and it'll just, you can't see it. But if you look, you see that? Is that better? You can see the different colours on the different tips. Mm-hmm. So that's a little tip for anybody who wants to paint the inside of the dome at the back with the toss, is use a flashlight and then use your paintbrush, because it works. Well, that's all I've done this week, Jack. I've just been tinkering with the Enterprise. So hopefully, I mean, the build has took, well, I've been on this now about, what, 4 weeks? 3-4 weeks? But the I think the tinkering and the, you know, the bits I want to polish off, sand off, respray a little bit, that might take me longer, because the finesse work is what the overall model looks like. And it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a presentation on the finished product that counts. So, that's going to take me quite a little time. And I want to get it right because, like I said, it's nice bait for it to go on. And, well, you just want it to look good, don't you? So that's what I've been up to, Jack.
At least you've got some time going on there. There was some discussion. Just to back up a little bit, Jay was saying that, those 2 model kits, Lou, they're just not accurate to the, but they're fun kits.
Oh, yeah, they're very fun kit.
Yeah, they're just fun kits. And Ken Zimmerman is doing a new model shop in his home. He's spending a lot of time doing that. I think you have you can relate to that, can't you there, Mr. Lou?
Yeah. You gotta have room for your stuff.
Even if it means like adding a room to your house.
Hey, you gotta have room for your stuff. You can't just sit outside. People will come and take it.
Jack.
That's true.
Lou, when you painted the mini, what paint did you do the coating on the model itself, or did it come like that?
On what now?
The mini sub.
I did. It's Tamiya Chrome Yellow.
Yeah, the 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bang on ideal color, that is, isn't it?
Well, it's that school. Well, it's what we in America would call the school bus yellow.
Yeah. I just wondered because I did the same for mine, and it's just the bang on color for it. I just thought it was really, really good.
Chuck Brooks is on the Google Plus community, keeping something on the down low.
Well, just tell everybody about it.
Have you seen this? He shows everybody too.
Oh, Wonder Woman, yeah.
Yeah. No wonder he's been keeping this on the down low. He just want to share.
Jack, I saw this the other day on the community, and Chuck, I think Chuck's done really, really well on the skin colors.
Yeah.
I was quite amazed how
that's a good sculpt.
Yeah, but for somebody who doesn't, I don't think he dabbles in it very much, but he has got the face just right and the colors of the skin. And the eyes are like really, really good.
That's 1/6, so it's 12 inches tall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's even got the gloss on the lipstick, and it's not over bright. It's just he's just done a great job on the. I just love the paintwork on that. So if he's watching, hats down to you, Chuck. That's a really good job.
Oh, I'm here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't sharing very well. Let's do this again. Okay. Yep, definitely. Looks eerily more real. Even looks more real than the Wax Museum.
Yeah, maybe he's found maybe Chuck's found a new niche in his artwork.
Yeah. So that was really cool. So Phil, what's going on mid drink? So waiters do. They wait till they put food in your mouth until they say, "Is everything okay?"
Yeah. Yeah. Well, right. I wasn't expecting you to be on till 1. So yeah, there was ice preparing all my lunch and that, and now I realised, hang on, they're online already. So yeah, and they've had fun and games with the camera.
So what's going on?
I mean, lots of things. I've been building. You caught me slightly unawares there because I've only just got back because the camera's been playing up. I seem to be doing a lot of Star Warsy bits at the moment. I'm trying to think what I showed the last time. Did I show? Yeah, I think I showed the not a Gundam. Battle mech, but I also built up the
Y-wing.
The Y-wing, yeah, the little one, the little one. So we've got the little one now.
Yeah, but it's really detailed for a small model. That.
Yep.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I've actually ordered another one now, so I'm expecting that one in a few days.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you actually drilled out the gun barrels and that too.
Yeah, I drilled out the gun barrels, carved out the little shape at the back. I don't know if you can see it there, but
did you paint that under a microscope?
Oh, says the guy who paints on a flashlight.
I use these. So when I'm modeling, I look really, really, really weird rather than just weird. And yeah, I've been also after that. I started paying attention to this, which has been on my shelf. Again, this is a very old build of mine, and I thought it was time. It needed a bit of attention.
That's the old as a community cover.
Phil, is that
the old AMT and the old MPC one?
Phil,
yes.
Is that natural weathering then?
That was my very early attempts at weathering using enamels and.
It's got good over his head.
Shall we say somewhat overdone? The cannons were really anemic. I don't know if you can see that. So, and they were all over the place. I mean, I don't know if you can see how wobbly and bent and warped they are. So I made. It's just a piece of brass rod down the middle, and various sizes of plastic tube.
It's like the beginning scratch building 101.
Yeah, pretty much it. and the curvy bit there is like a section of a very large plastic tube, cut to the width, and then just sliced in half, and then drilled in the right place. And I didn't realize just how awkward it was to try and drill that middle hole there for the brass rod to go through. Getting it in the right place.
Getting it straight. Yeah.
So it doesn't look sort of off to one side. That's the canopy. Now the canopy on the MPC one was straight out here and a straight bottom to it, but if you notice, I don't know if you can see the sort of the kink, the uplift at the front, which is slightly more screen. It'll never be brilliantly accurate, but then I had to rebuild the nose, the front of the canopy recess too. And that's just layers of different bits of plastic card, all glued together. And then I've used that to fill, which is basically plastic card melted in Tamiya extra thin. And it makes a very, very good plastic filler. Little R2 unit isn't going to need too much work. He's had a bit of a rub down now because he was a bit rough. But that was my early attempt at scratch building. The arms on that are all layered plastic card.
Well done.
And the head rotates. So I was really, really pleased with it. I'm still actually impressed I was able to do that. all those years ago, you know, it's yeah. I'm just trying to figure out a way.
Jay says they look great. So, you know, you're doing a good job on that as usual.
Thank you.
Sometimes I think my skills are going backwards because I look at some of the things I did years ago and they're way better than what I'm doing now.
I think with me it's the eyesight is going, so I got to get in as quick as I can now before it goes completely.
Jay says that the R2D2 had the filthiest mouth character in the movies. They bleeped out every word he said.
Every single word he said. Actually, Jamie, you know that translucent stuff that you were using for the have you thought of for the nacelles? You just thought of a light spray of Tamiya Clear Blue.
Done that one.
Okay, fair enough. Didn't work. No, it doesn't. It doesn't tend to layer very well, does it?
No, it's just basically. It's really weird because this is like got a silverish tinge to it. I think I'll go in close. You see it.
Right.
And you don't need to do anything. And literally just stick this on. And because of the darkness of the actual inlay of the nacelle bit,
it doesn't need the blue tint on the back. Yeah.
No, and it actually makes this a little bit darker. So therefore, when the blue comes through, it just comes out in nice translucent blue all the way through this.
Lovely.
And it's just great. I just want to. Something's come to my mind, lads. I saw on the internet. I just want to know your opinion on this. I saw something that I don't know whether it's extreme modelling or just irrationally, a new concept of it. But did anybody see the little short video of that guided of the Battlestar Galactica engines on that? What they call them? The things that go in the Battlestar. Oh,
Vipers.
The
Vipers.
The Viper, yeah. A guy actually used gas engines. He'd actually put gas.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was on the X-wing. That was on the X-wing. That was an X-wing. Yeah, that was like insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to present that. I'm going to show that tomorrow on the Sunday Hangout. So yes.
Sorry, Jack, I didn't know you were going to show that.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm going to just see if I can share that there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just thinking. I don't remember whether I'd finished this in time on the last one, so I just thought I might hold him up.
Ooh.
Actually, a Macross.
Oh right.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a Gundam and a Macross then?
Two different shows.
Different genre. Different.
Same sort of one with two different shows.
Same idea, different.
Yeah. In America, this was what was the? I'm trying to remember the name, but that they also use the designs of these for BattleTech, a board game.
Yeah, it was BattleTech. Yeah.
Yeah, which I played quite a lot when it came out. Hence my interest in these. So this was one that was sitting on the shelf for, again, donkey's years. It had actually gone yellow with age. And I was just beginning to wonder whether I'd ever actually make anything decent out of it. Rather quite pleased with that. Managed to get some chipping in there and some decals out the spares box because the original decals were gone.
Mm.
So
I
don't know. That might be me. That might be me done.
Was that it?
I think that's kind of it. Yeah,
that's kind of it.
I'll only be showing off tomorrow all the things I've had delivered, but other than that,
you need to save something for tomorrow if you're showing up tomorrow.
Yeah, and not entirely certain.
Oh, you're not entirely certain. All right.
Yeah, well, I've got work on Monday, and so I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
That reminds me, Jack, I'm going to the Telford show next week. I'm hoping to use my phone and do a bit of filming for everybody and take some pictures and post them onto the page so you'll have something to look at. And the models at the Telford IPMS show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look me up on the Sutton Coldfield Model Club stand.
Oh, you're going, are you?
Oh, yeah. I'll be there with the Sutton Coldfield model makers.
I'll see you there.
So I'll keep my eyes open for you,
okay.
Just in case I'm wandering around and at the time.
Well, since you brought that genre up, we have to share something of Mark's.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
This one's actually lit.
Oh, you can see the eyes glowing there.
Yeah.
He's quite good at doing those, isn't he?
Mm.
Yep.
You mean what amazed me about that? You think it was just a picture of one, not the actual thing itself.
So the Mark MD model works. It should be Mr. Oh yeah, heck, what's the name? Mr. Gundam.
It's gone.
Gundam Model Works.
No, I can't zoom in on it.
Really nice.
Okay, and I saved actually the best modeler among all of us for last. How you doing, Randall?
Hey, me?
Yes, I thought Jack always went last.
You actually made his voice go an octave higher.
Now, today you're a distracted modeler. Okay.
Yeah, I keep getting distracted. Working on going back to my roots again, airplanes.
Nice.
Not just one, but
Oh, now just one.
two. The same type of aircraft, just slightly different marks. FM1, FM2, they were Wildcats, originally built by Grumman, but I'm doing the who was it? There was another company anyway that was building these things because Grumman wanted to concentrate on the Avenger and what have you. So it was General Motors. That was it. Built these versions.
Yep.
I'm actually building it to commemorate a friend of mine who used to fly them for a living, who passed away earlier this year. So they'll also be my entry for this year's Ulster Aviation Society competition. So I'm getting the skates on for these two, trying to get them finished for the 13th of December. And hello?
Yes, we're listening.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yep.
It just got that very quiet there. I thought, is anybody actually there?
We were hanging on your every word.
But yeah, the distracted bit, I got distracted by another model.
Sexy.
Oh, your Luna? Yeah.
Yeah. Which is the 350 scale Pegasus kit. And it's only a small distraction. It really is a small distraction because yes, that's the size of it.
I was expecting it to be rather larger than that.
Yeah.
It's tiny. It's 350 scale.
What else did you put in the box?
Yeah.
Well, you've got a full scale moon to go with
a
it.
big box for that. Yeah, see, there's a rather large box for that.
I wish.
Nice.
Yeah, the image on the box is bigger than the model. Yeah.
And actually, this is one of two that Pegasus do. They do a 144 scale version, which I wish I had got now.
They use the same box for it.
Yeah, they use it. Yeah. I wouldn't be at all surprised. Yeah.
And it'll be quite impressive. You just put the picture out the front.
You may have noticed there are a couple of wires hanging out of the rear strut.
Uh-huh.
So I am planning to light this. I have just one SMD buried inside somewhere, and it'll let a bit of light out the two windows at the top. You can just about see them there. They're
right.
Just masked off there at the minute.
Oh yeah.
Polishing it down, getting it nice and smooth, ready for the metallic paints. And then try to work out what sort of base I'm going to put it on. Will I go for...
Does that have the same... Sorry, I was saying, does that have the same pebbly texture as their V2? Because their V2 had quite a pebbly texture to it. I had to do an awful lot of sanding on that one.
The plastic was really, really shiny. If you can see the wings, I haven't actually polished them, but you can see the shine on them.
Yeah.
I'm afraid the polishing on the fuselage was my own effort, because you're putting the two halves together, you're left with this lovely big seam, which I hope has disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
What does that model kit retail at, Randall?
This one was £15.
Not bad then.
Was it like 32 sprues or something?
One sprue.
Oh, we got to fill that box up with something.
It's all that American air.
One sprue.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the instructions are folded over about 30 times.
Yeah.
The instructions are actually printed in the back of the box.
Yeah.
You're not selling us this, Randall. He's not coming over very well.
There you go.
Here's the instruction.
Nice.
Your full instructions, all of about
Wow.
what?
That's an expensive box.
That's a very complex kit there.
Yeah.
Nine parts all together.
I hope you rested in between. I hope you didn't that all at one time.
Yeah, pop the vein while putting those parts together.
That was a 24-hour build, right?
9 parts all together. 8 of them are in this model, and the 9th is actually one I've added myself, which is the lights, or rather the SMD light. But even in this scale, I managed to screw up how I left out the engine. Little piece that should have went in before I put the hull half together, because as it is, it would never fit where it's going.
It'll never fly now.
Nope. But as it's going to be glued down onto its base. So nobody's ever going to see the engine's missing.
It's all the Chinese air in the box. That's what you're paying for.
You open it and a whiff of smog comes out.
Yeah. That's how they're getting rid of their smog problem. They're boxing it up and mailing it out.
Posting it overseas.
I mean, look at the size of the thing. That's 350 scale, right? I mean,
that's pretty ridiculous.
Okay, even if the crew are only like less than 5 millimeters tall, how they managed to crack 4 guys into that thing, I have no idea. And then fly it all the way to the moon and land it, and all the way back in one stage. I mean, Jerry Anderson had the right idea. His Thunderbird 3, the same scale.
Yeah.
That's much more comfortable.
Oh yeah. Oh heck, sure. Thunderbird 3. They got on board it on a.
That carries the couch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much.
Hey, Randall, at least you didn't do what I did with the Dragon Mercury Redstone. You were saying about the instructions being on the bottom of the box. I opened up my Mercury Redstone, couldn't find the instructions. I thought, oh, I've lost the instructions. So I went online, seeing if I could find the instructions and that. In the end, it was like, all right, well, it's simple enough. I'm sure I can build it up. Built it up, got to the painting stage. I thought, well, I'm looking at the sides for a bit of a painting guide, and then I see the bottom of the box.
Yeah.
And the reason I didn't see the instructions was because I put the bottom of the box inside the lid of the box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did exactly the same thing with the Dragon do the Apollo command service module and lunar module, and it's called lunar approach, where you can build it up with the legs folded of the lunar module.
Yep.
I couldn't find the color instructions anywhere in the plans. The plans themselves were rubbish, because I mean, some of the bits didn't need, some of the plastic parts that you're supposed to put together with the photo etch didn't even look anything like what came on the sprue. You finished up with something that did look the same, it looked right, but it was just different. See, it seems as if the diagram was drawn by somebody that didn't actually look at the kit.
It's like free-form interpretive sketching.
Yeah, but the color diagrams, couldn't find them anywhere for decal placement and what have you until I found them on the bottom of the box, like yourself. I'd put the bottom of the box inside the lid.
Yeah. So there's a warning for all. If you can't find the instructions, check the bottom of the box.
Well, they did that
you never know
on the Enterprise. Well, Jamie knows this. They did this. They did that on the Enterprise box where they put the paint colors and everything on the outside edge so that they could minimize their color printing. They did
that with the Enterprise, the TOS Enterprise. Anyway, I don't know if they might have done the same with the new refit reissue.
They probably did.
They also did the same with their 22-inch Eagle transporter.
Yeah. They put the instructions on the. Well, it's it helps. I mean, it's
cost effective.
It cuts down on the amount of color printing they have to do. If you want to print something in color, put it on the box. Plus, it's kind of showy. If you're picking up the box on the shelf, you can see what's included.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pick out the colors you want to buy before you actually leave the shop.
Yeah.
The trouble with that Eagle, it's a lovely kit, but I just think it's way overpriced.
Everything's way overpriced these days.
Yeah. Nothing's cheap anymore.
The Discovery.
And we're full enough to pay the price too, So.
Oh, yeah.
And that Millennium Falcon's way out of league.
Yeah. The Discovery that Louis bought a few weeks ago, we can't get it over here for any less than I think 250 pounds.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, but we don't fish.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to release the Orville?
Oh yeah. Fantastic Plastic are doing a kit of the Orville.
I mean, I kind of like. I haven't actually subscribed to that thing, but I downloaded a couple of episodes. I thought it seems a bit of a joke and a rib tape. But actually, I went through the first 6 episodes and it's okay. I mean,
it's progressing. It's getting better and better.
And I actually do like the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I like how the 3-wing signature warp engines come into play as it warps. But yeah, there is a comedy element into it. But that's him. That's Seth, whatever his name is. He is a comedy actor. But the actual storylines along the way, they're quite good. The characters are quite good. So yeah, it's getting there.
And I like how the shuttle has miniature versions of the engines on the back of it, just like the classic Trek shuttle had miniature nacelles on the sides.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that show yet. I have been watching.
It's worth a watch. Believe me, it's worth a watch.
You could probably skip the first 2.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Too many in-house jokes in the first 2.
Yeah, I think if you start with 3 and go on, you'll catch up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would that be it, Randall?
That's me. Yep. That's my show and tell done for today.
All right, very good. And change a little bit on the genre side. And that's Mercedes from Brian Kirby on the Facebook page.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah.
Very good with all the tattoos.
Yeah.
The same thing when I see a beautiful woman with too many tattoos.
On those sort of cars, do you have to paint them?
Yeah, they're only stick-on tattoos. They're only stick-on. But this, I think Bob's finding out the furniture sliders would be pretty good for this particular car as a base. Just saying. Now we got actually some more.
I'm intrigued by that scoop on the roof. I like it.
Yeah.
What a scoop up here?
Yeah, to take air into the rear engine. I like that idea.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Anybody know if those wheels come like that? If you actually painted them like that?
Ah, look at that! Without her clothes on.
She's naked.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, really, who's going to see the manufacturer logos underneath the body?
Ah, well, Mercedes does that,
Yeah.
In case you take the clothes off.
Yeah, I want to see the Mobile One logos everywhere.
Well, they have that because they have the in-cabin cameras in all the cars now.
Yeah. That's just more advertising. Well,
it's advertising, yeah.
Looks like there's a flux capacitor back there, too.
I'm looking at the two-piece wheels. Didn't know they still did that.
Mm-hmm.
The two-piece tires, I mean.
Oh, right.
Or is that a seam?
That way.
Yeah, I wonder.
Is that a mold seam?
Yeah.
I think it's a mold seam, isn't it?
I thought most of them were doing single-piece tires anymore.
Right. Well, you know, I don't have anything to show you guys, really. I've shared on the Google Plus and Facebook community my little dilemma. As you can see in my camera shot right there, the hiney end of my Falcon, and that's what I'm working on is the engine burners. And I did the Shapeways thing, and I need to answer an email from them. I emailed them about it, and they emailed back. I don't know if the question's kind of stupid, but I have to answer if I want to get this problem resolved with them. I did buy, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I did buy another kit. I have full intention of building that at some time. But I think what I'm going to start doing is start doing some scratch building, because there's a lot of scratch building up here that needs to come out. And, you know, because, hey, that's just who I am. A couple of announcements. Yes, if you've got your Batman build, and if you've got your Stunt and Speed, if you've got your Street Muscle and Custom Car build, and also your Star Wars build, start posting those builds, and I will rip them off of the internet and use them for both the community covers, and I hope to assemble a year-end show and tell, a year end of what we did as a community together as far as builds are concerned, doing a little video. Depending on how much I get, depends on how many videos. I will try not to make them too long, because after all, this is like 2 hours as it is, these Hangouts. Maybe do like 10-minute vignettes of builds. And if I get a lot, that'd be great. We can do multiple, and I'd like to show off what you guys have built for the community builds, and we all could be community covers all at the same time. It's sort of like participation trophies. It's my version of participation trophy, but certainly we get the benefit of those trophies because it's what you build is the trophy. Yes, coming up November, okay, in a couple of weeks, we'll have another Across the Pond Hangout, as well as a Sunday Hangout. That will be the weekend of the 18th and 19th of November. That would be pretty much a week before the American Thanksgiving holiday, which begins on Thursday the 23rd, and on the 24th of November, which is a Friday, I'm going to get up also bright up and early, and I'll be rested because I have the whole week off from work. And 8 a.m. Eastern, we're going to begin our 48 whatever hour hangout. And it's not a broadcast hangout. Google won't allow anything longer than 6 hours, oddly enough. And there's some people who actually use Hangouts for that long. But long and short of it, we'll have a hangout that's not a broadcast hangout that y'all can come by. And I don't know if there's going to be a chat involved. I don't think there's a live chat on a non-broadcast hangout. But certainly, if you want to join us, grab your cameras and your mic, or if you just have a mic and just want to be sort of like, you know, in a witness protection program like Dirk was earlier. Certainly, we'd like to see you visit and do some building, do some modeling, and as well as chat away about things that have nothing to do with modeling. Get along as a community and friends, as we are. Next year, we are going to have some more community builds. I think rumors have been leaked out. I think you guys already know what they're going to be. But we'll talk more about that later in the year, probably in December when we're wrapping everything up for the year and thinking about the new builds and the like. So that's all pretty much I have right now. Anything else like that? Anything?
No, I think we've all added.
All right. I'd like to thank Heath for stopping by, as well as Dirk and Bob. They both left early. There's somebody else that left early, didn't they? No, you're here, Phil. Oh.
I arrived
Dave.
late, then left, then arrived, and then left.
Yeah, Dave was here and gone.
Yeah. We had to drop out.
Yeah. Dave. I got to talk about Dave.
He's
Dave
not
is
here,
finishing up his piece of furniture, his coffee table, his Star Wars coffee table. Or table. I'm not sure which, but he has been posting videos. Please watch them. They're amazing as to what he has put together. And he's also looking forward to the next build. It could be a little dangerous if you get, ask Randall, he gets distracted. He goes on to the next one, just like Dirk goes to the next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. Anyway, yeah, check out his videos. Thanks, Dave, for posting. And sorry you can't join us because we'd like to talk to you live. And also, everybody who's been on the chat, there was Ari Styrene on the chat. There was Jay from the Eagle Duck Workshop. Oh, George just showed up. Hi, George. Yeah, you'll have to catch the show in replay. Sorry, George, I missed you. And yeah, Dave was he couldn't make it, so he got onto the chat too, as well as Ken Zimmerman. Liam stopped by. Yeah, there's a lot of folks that stopped by and chatted away. And sorry, George, we're wrapping it up. But tomorrow we have the Sunday Hangout at 7 p.m. Eastern. I do believe that's still a -4 Greenwich Mean Time.
We're back on track we're back on track tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're in sync again tomorrow night. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in sync, so we're not going to be bleary-eyed like I am right now. I'll have an extra hour anyway. No, I just had a rough night anyway. Okay. See you tomorrow, George, and see you tomorrow, everyone. And happy modeling, everyone. Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Bye.